It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Nuggets in Denver. Looking at the last game for Denver, it was a win against Phoenix. They dropped game one of this season series. Tonight, they'll look to even the score. And we'll get to see Paul Millsap tonight. With Paul, as a guy who entered the league as a guy who would grind it out on the block, but he's transformed himself into a stretch four the last few seasons. How hard is it to make that change as a big man?
Well, I'm not a shooter, Ernie. I'm a prolific MF scorer. MF stands for most frequently.
Okay.
But I do know for a fact you don't get a good shot overnight. It takes time and effort. He's definitely worked on his game. Usually you work on your shot just to keep defenders honest, but he reminds me of Horace Grant up there 15 feet and out, looking really good.
Well, it's not easy to add a skill when you're in the NBA because pretty much a lot of times your game is set. But, I was
Hello. Hey, you still there?
Did
you lose your train of thought?
No, I was thinking about myself.
There?
I started thinking about myself. I started thinking about myself.
Wake up.
Hey.
I just started thinking about myself. I'm sorry. But Millsap has done a great job.
Hey, shake yourself, man.
Jeez.
Golly.
Why are you always talking about you?
We're trying to get this thing going. We're trying to do our jobs.
My bad.
At least maybe pay attention to what we're doing.
I was just a KS kind of scorer.
Kevin Harlan standing by. He's got the call.
That's what I was searching for. I forgot. I was like.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Tell them sit down. Be humble. 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 Sit down.
We are live in Denver, Colorado, the hometown for the Nuggets for an Eastern versus Western Conference matchup right here. Welcome to 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Welcome everyone to the broadcast table. Chris Webber to my right, Greg Anthony to my left. I'm Kevin Harlan and David Aldridge on our sideline. If you look at the Cavaliers, they're hoping they can carry over some of that momentum from their undefeated homestand.
And they're playing some of the most impressive basketball we've seen all season in the NBA. It's hard to think of any team that's played better than they have during this streak.
Oh, man, yeah, think about it. Even the coaching, yeah, you named it. They've done it right. The lineups, the play calling, the execution. Everybody and everything's working together.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become one of the best NBA big men when it comes to getting steals. Now, Millsap says when you're 6'8" going up against guys that are 7 feet, you're not going to be able to block their shot every time. So you try to get it down low when they bring it down. It's all about being smart and using what you have. Kevin?
Thank you, D.A. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense, one of the most underrated players in the game. Now both these teams feature excellent long-range shooters, Chris. It could be a very high-scoring affair.
And with that, you have some big runs. That means don't turn the ball over. It could be a 6-0 run, a 12-0 run on 4 possessions. You got to make sure you take care of the ball.
Here we go.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Look at Cleveland's starting group. Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Baldwin, and it's Rubio in at the point guard. Now here is Harris. Millsap sets the pick for Harris. And that's collected by Love. Outside Shumpert. The feed to James for 3. Chandler with the defensive effort. Shumpert against Harris. They set the pick. Chandler picks to Moutier. Pick by Zeller. Chandler. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That's on LeBron James. The Nuggets shooting their first free throw of the evening. On defense, Denver. It's a three-point game. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Good on the shot.
Well, you can't get James a lane to the basket. He's exceptionally quick at attacking on the drive.
Millsap a screen. Moutier dishes to Harris. For the three. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't beat him up on the perimeter.
Up against Zeller. Kicks it out to LeBron. Here's Shumpert. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Denver, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Chandler, the pass to Moutier. He feeds it to Millsap. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Chandler kicks to Harris. Wide open look. And that's good for 2. Harris has got his second bucket tonight. Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
LeBron kicks to Love. And stolen by Zeller. Inside. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Baldwin's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, I truly admire the unselfish attitude Love has. He's doing whatever he can to help his team, including setting excellent screens.
Now here is Harris. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Phoenix. Pass to Zeller. He kicks it to Chandler. 5 to shoot. Millsap sets the pick for Harris. Another 3 for Denver.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Baldwin kicks to LeBron. There's a screen. And the pass to Love. Back to Shumpert. And stolen by Harris. Over in the corner, Moutier. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Baldwin kicks to Shumpert. Basket is good, and he'll get a chance for one more at the free throw line.
You see how Shumpert just powered through that? So good at converting, even when he gets knocked around.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
And the free throw, no good. Denver leading by 5. Chandler kicks to Harris. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. A 3 ball. Denver keeping it alive, a new 24. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Here's James. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Love watching James show off his muscle. No one getting in his way. The D can't stop him.
You know, Chris, LeBron took a lot of heat going to Miami, but when he played with the Heat, he said he learned a lot how to win there. And certainly the results show with 2 championships and 4 NBA Finals.
The fans in Cleveland, they should be happy that he left, learned how to win there in Miami under a great leader like a Pat Riley, and came back and brought that knowledge to Cleveland and won their first championship. I'm sure all is forgiven now.
Now here is Harris. He's got 8. The dish to Moutier. Millsap a screen. Moutier with the ball. Guarded now by Rubio. And that one's good. Millsap.
And Millsap combines that physicality of a power forward with the skill set of a 3.
Here's Love. No good off the front iron. The Nuggets leading by 5. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And here we go. Rubio heading to the hoop. Finished off the break.
Well executed. And then you love the strong finish.
So many fast breaks now ending the three-point shot. Good to see them taking it to the rack.
Now here is Harris. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
And James is used to scoring through contact. Doesn't matter what the D throws at him.
Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. There's up a screen on Rubio. Now here's Moutier. D right on him. Uncovered. Rebound Love. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. LeBron James on the wing. Dishes it to Love. Puts up a 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Baldwin's got 5.
Love moves the ball so well, especially when he spots an open man.
Now here's Moutier, covered by Rubio. Harris outside. The Nuggets with another miss. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. LeBron outside. Shumpert in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. He has 5.
Oh, the soft release of Shumpert. He just fired that immediately.
Millsap takes the assist and lays it in. Pick out the pass nicely.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Up against Zeller. Kicks it out to James. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
The Nuggets trail by 6. Here's Chandler. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Suns in Phoenix. Here's Zeller. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Okay, before the game, his college coach told us that he's the most focused kid he's ever recruited. Zeller's showing great focus there, converting through that contact.
Pass to Baldwin. And another 3 for Cleveland.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Chandler outside. 3-pointer. Another shot. And Zeller with the lay-in. Zeller's got his 2nd basket.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
James in the post. Chandler on him. James dishes to Love. Rubio outside. Here's Baldwin. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Baldwin's got 14 points for the game.
The defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
Millsap a screen. Moutier with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Phoenix. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. LeBron passes to Baldwin. Millsap with the steal. Chandler kicks to Harris. Back to Chandler. And stolen by Love. And here is LeBron. A 23-point game for him in the win against Chicago. And the dunk by Love.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. Yeah, you see it now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, particularly on offense, where they've been completely in sync. Terrific first quarter.
For the Nuggets, Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Cody Zeller. Trey Lyles comes in for Wilson Chandler. And Murray's subbed in for Harris. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Howard's checked in for Love. The chosen one comes in for LeBron. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shumpert. And Tony Parker subbed in for Ricky Rubio. There's the screen, and here's Millsap from the arc. The Cavaliers pull it in. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
But I like that they attacked those weaknesses. They made them pay for a lackluster effort.
Chris, you've been broadcasting as an analyst for the better part of a decade now. Talk about your process when you personally prepare for a broadcast, prepare for a game.
Wow, that's crazy. It is almost the better part of a decade. It doesn't seem that long. I can't believe I've been retired that long, but
I know it.
Right? I can't. Wow, time flies,
I can't
man.
either.
I have to thank so many of the guys that I've worked with that have taught me kind of how to do it. But my process is kind of like a basketball game when I play. There's a scouting report. I look at the scouting report. I look at the stats for this season. I compare the two teams. I look at this. If I was playing for Team A, what would we have to do? What would my role be? And then I look at it for Team B. I love coaching and management and looking at all those things. And so it gives me a chance to play all those roles and then come up with the game plan. And then from there, I just try to make sure I kind of stick to the rules of commentating when we start the game and go from there. But my preparation is really to get deep into the numbers of each team, but then more importantly, how they've been playing, add that context of what I did as a player, and I know what the teams are going through along with all those analytics, and then kind of just let it fly, and hopefully the fans have fun watching it, but that's my process.
And looking back at last season, here's a look at the 3-point and 2-point shot attempt averages for Cleveland.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
And the first one at the line is good. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. The Nuggets trail by 14. Moutier dishes to Kaminsky. Millsap a screen. Kaminsky with the ball. And it's Howard picking him up. Kaminsky the pass to Millsap. The Nuggets with another miss.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he...
That's a great dunk!
Freakish athletically.
That's how you do it.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now here's Kaminsky. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and trolling the backboard.
Baldwin can't get it to go.
Not the tightest of D on him, but not the best of finishes either.
The shot by Kaminsky. Nobody around. Misses, and the dry spell continues. The Cavaliers leading by 16. They set the pick. Curry kicks to Baldwin. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And now let's turn to the 2K leaderboard for a look at the squads that have the most points in transition over the past 10 games. The Cavaliers number 1.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now. Man, they are just living at the line.
Juan Hernangomez, who's checked in for Paul Millsap. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Well, the pace right now, that's being dictated to them. They have to try to get it back to their tempo, to their style of game.
We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter. Feeds it to Murray. Back to Moutier. Pass to Hernangomez. There's the pick. Lock at 6. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Murray, no good. Cleveland leading by 18. Here's Baldwin. Misses the layup.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Now here's Moutier. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. And the call will be against Tony Parker. That's his first foul. Nerlens Noel checks in for Baldwin. 35 seconds left in the first. Moutier kicks to Hernangomez. And that time, also a missed shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The shot by Curry, no good. The Nuggets trail by 18. They set the pick. Kaminsky inside. He's guarded by Howard. Kaminsky misses. He got it up and released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's Cleveland with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. Back right after this. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen, Cavaliers pretty much in control here, it would appear.
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over-panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
Cleveland leading by 18. We've got Kaminsky, Moutier out there with Murray, and it's Hernangomez in at the power forward position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Now here's Curry. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Hernangomez grabs the miss. The Nuggets shooting at a 32% clip from the field. They're just not executing. Moutier kicks to Lyles. Murray dishes to Kaminsky. There's a screen. Just 5 to shoot. That shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Last time they met in Cleveland.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage. And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Kaminsky. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Murray, good.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Curry passes to Noel. Back to Curry. He dishes it to Noel. Howard with it. Kaminsky's there. Howard's shot is good. And the Cavaliers lead by 20.
Outstanding presence of mind. Howard is as dependable as it gets near the rim.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Moutier spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league. Now here's Murray. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Phoenix. A three-pointer is right on target.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Parker. To the middle. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And Chris, when you played, you were known as a guy your size who could rip and run. Take it coast to coast. You look around the league now, who are some of the best big men ball handlers?
Oh, you love it. If you get that board, you got to be able to take it, speed up the offense. We've seen Draymond just have a field day doing it with all the players on his team that can knock it down and score. Blake Griffin, Anthony Davis. We've even seen Paul Millsap and Julius Randle do it a little bit. So I love the fact that if you can get that board and push it, it makes it easier because you don't have to look for the outlet. You can actually find that point guard, that 2-guard in transition, and let them score, and you be the facilitator.
Here's Curry. Gary Harris making his last shot. In the corner, Daniels. Here's the chosen one. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. In the corner, Daniels. Noel wide open. He fires. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Murray with it. Curry meets him. Murray, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Curry kicks to Howard. Now Curry. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Chicago. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Here's Howard. And the shot falls short this time. The Nuggets trail by 13, and there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. Then for the Cavaliers, Kevin Love's checked in for Howard. James comes in for the chosen one, and Ricky Rubio subbed in for Seth Curry.
And now let's take a look at the stats for Harris. His last 10 games, averaging about 18 points per, 2 assists, and 2 rebounds. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, think about this. He definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And now a quick review at the numbers for LeBron James. 2nd in field goal percentage, 9th in scoring. And his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And you mentioned it, he's the 2nd best shooter in the league right now. Quick trigger with just a little bit better footwork. He could take over that top spot. Now here's James. He has 7. And the dunk by James.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Now here's Murray. Harris outside. Fades back. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
LeBron kicks to Daniels. LeBron outside. Down low. Love. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, and Kevin Love played the first 6 years of his NBA career with the Minnesota Timberwolves, posting gaudy numbers. But he never was able to guide them to the playoffs. He was more than ready to join the Big Three in Cleveland.
That free throw good from Kevin Love. And the thing that stands out is Kevin Love's unselfishness. He's such a team player. See, Webb, he knew he'd have to make sacrifices in Cleveland, and he has.
Yeah, he's made big sacrifices, and it's taken some time for them to gel. Once Kevin figured out when and where to assert his game, he was a big impact when he gained confidence. He's only getting better.
Now here's Murray. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Murray's got 5 now.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Daniels. They lead by 11.
Playing the revenge card right there. Trying to get those 3 points right back. Didn't work.
In the corner, it's Harris. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Love missing. The Nuggets now on offense. They're on a 16-7 run. Murray dishes to Chandler, and stolen by LeBron. To the inside, Noel, and the layup falls.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Nuggets have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Murray, the pass to Zeller. Harris outside. Connects from 3-point range. Harris has got 8 points in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Love with the screen for James. Shoots the 3. Cleveland the rebound. Cleveland moving the ball around, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's on Gary Harris.
Well, it's clear that James is already an all-time great, a champion, a surefire Hall of Famer. Has the NBA ever seen a more dominant athlete than LeBron James? He's the quickest player on the floor at any given time and the strongest, just one of a kind.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Millsap's checked in, and Cleveland also making a change. Baldwin's checked in. Now here's Zeller over Love. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Cody Zeller. And LeBron so strong finishing. He's complained that maybe, Chris, he's not getting the foul calls he deserves.
Man, he's so powerful. The officials don't always notice kind of the little stuff. I mean, you almost need to tackle him to prevent him from the and-one.
Here's Murray following the basket by LeBron James. He'll zap down low. Harris outside. Kicks to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Shot off the screen. It's rebounded by Baldwin.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
James is just a versatile scorer. When he's feeling it, get out of the way and let him do his thing.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Murray with it. He has 5. Zeller, a screen on Rubio. For the 3, Chandler. And again, Denver with the triple.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Here's Baldwin. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Murray kicks to Harris. Back to Murray. Chandler a screen. And here is Murray. 6 to shoot. From deep 3-point range. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
He'll be beating himself up if they can't come back because he is not carrying his weight at the offensive end.
Baldwin kicks to LeBron. Pass to Baldwin. Back to James. Floats one up. That shot no good. Chandler with the defensive effort. The feed now to Murray. He'll zap a screen on Rubio. And there's the pass to Zeller. And stolen by Love. Here's Baldwin. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Oh, well, that's because it was terrific anticipation. Also, the quick hands, a lethal combination.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Count it.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Murray kicks to Harris. Fade away. They get it again. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Left side, Love. Pass to Baldwin. 1:52 left in the first half of the game. He feeds it to Daniels. And the 3 ball is good. Daniels has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. 1:41 left to play here in the half.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Harris dishes to Zeller. To end the run. He can't get it to go. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns in Phoenix. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. To the paint and stolen by Murray. Harris outside. On the wing, Chandler. Zeller against Love. Fades. And he can't bank that one in. Cleveland's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Rubio in the corner. Back to James. Baldwin kicks to Daniels. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Just 5 to shoot.
And guys, this is the blueprint for winning on the road. How about the level of focus on each and every possession?
They've come in with a great overall strategy. the right attitude, and the scoreboard reflects that.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. The Cavaliers making the shot. Murray kicks to Millsap. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And here's Love from the arc. And another three for Cleveland.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
Well, they continue to extend the lead. Terrific play on both ends of the court.
He gets that one. And so it's Cleveland in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh, yeah. We got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room. We got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay. But like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. And now back to the other Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. Time for the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, what's your take?
What a brilliant, unselfish half of basketball they just played. Their ball movement was absolutely impeccable. All in all, just beautiful basketball to watch.
And big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they got to do a better job on the glass. Ernie, they got outworked. They were weak physically. That's part of how they fell behind in this game. I think if they can control those things, they'll be okay, Ernie.
And now, folks, just moments away from the start of the third quarter.
Welcome back to Denver, everyone. Traffic coming in and out of downtown Denver on this lovely night in the Rockies. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game.
To all the $100 bills.
The Cavaliers leading by 23. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Shumpert and LeBron are out on the perimeter. Holding out there with Kevin Love. And it's Rubio in at the point. And Chris, you were the #1 overall draft pick back in 1993. We've seen a lot of greats taken with that pick, but it also seems that those #1 picks who aren't as successful face a lot of pressure, a lot of criticism. There's a lot on your plate to handle. Can you talk about that for us?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure for some players being the #1 pick. But I've always laughed and I've thought about, players that maybe people say maybe they were a bust, maybe this player wasn't good. Well, I think you should go back and look at the GM that picked them. I mean, the GM is the guy that assesses talent, So when there were a few players that were picked #1, and many players said, "What are you doing? We played against him. We would never pick him #1." So before that, I think the NBA is about opportunity and situation. Look at a guy like Chauncey Billups. He went to Boston. He didn't do well at Boston. They called him a malcontent, said he couldn't play, and then he ended up being one of the best leaders that the game had. And so this game is all about situation and opportunity. Can you find the right fit? That's why if you're a player, you can't let frustration get to you. You have to continue to work hard, continue to prove your game, because when you play, you're auditioning for the other teams in the league as well. They're saying, wait a minute, we see his unique talent, skills, and we see his unique skill set, and we could use him. And so many times you just have to wait for the right position, the right situation.
And, there's a whistle. He was going up for a layup, and while it looked like there was some contact, I wasn't sure they were going to call it a foul shot or not, but sure enough they have. So he'll head to the free throw line. For Denver, they have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. That one misses for Zeller.
Well, Cody Zeller isn't looking to impress anyone with this play, but he is a solid contributor on the floor. I mean, he runs the floor well. He's very good around the rim. Great efficiency on the touches close in that he does get.
Now James after the missed three from Rubio. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here. And with Zeller, it is that efficiency with the ball that you really like about his game every season, Chris. He gets more and more comfortable helping carry the scoring load.
Well, Zeller does a good job of always having his hands ready and being in a position to score. He's great at finishing on those dump-off passes. He knows how to roll and finish strong.
Now here is Harris. 18 points for him. They set the pick. Here's Moutier, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Moutier's got his first points of the night.
Oh, he took a terrific angle right there off the screen, something they work on every day in practice.
Here's Love, and Love throws it down.
All right, you better respect the athleticism of Love. If you don't, he'll put you in a poster.
Millsap a screen. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And there's Zeller. That's good on the assist for Moutier. Moutier's got 5 assists tonight.
And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole.
Pretty high percentage look with the D playing off him. Just couldn't knock it down.
He kicks to Chandler. Banked in off the glass. Chandler's got 8.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Passes to Baldwin. James a screen on Millsap. Back to LeBron. He got an advantage there off the pick and took it right in. He's got 17.
You can't contain James when he's close to the rim. He's too powerful in the paint.
The Nuggets trail by 21. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against him right now.
Well, I think the first thing they need to talk about is the rotations. There's a lot of miscommunication out there.
A different look for Denver. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Zeller. And Trey Lyles subbed in for Paul Millsap. Howard's checked in for Cleveland. Seth Curry comes in for Ricky Rubio. Kaminsky the pass to Moutier. The dish to Harris. Chandler outside. Clock at 6. And again, Denver no good. Cleveland leading by 21. Down low, here's Baldwin. Off on the layup. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. And the layup's good off the glass. Moutier's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. And Seth Curry is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Juan Hernan-Gomez, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler.
Juan Hernan-Gomez.
Kaminsky kicks to Moutier. There's the screen. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Moutier's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Pass to Baldwin. And the serious dunk to finish it off.
Now, see, I love that focus, the execution. Even with the lead, he's dedicated to piling it on.
The Nuggets trail by 19. Moutier kicks to Harris. Now, Moutier, 6 points for him. Hernan-Gomez. They get it back. Denver passing it around. Kaminsky sets the pick for Moutier. Now the pass to Lyles. No good on the triple.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why. Goodness.
Wow. Crazy. Nice. Look how alert Shumpert is. He knows whenever one of his teammates is open to get him to rock.
That Unleash Chaos Under Armour replay really giving us a good look at the action. Now, here is Hernan-Gomez. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Kaminsky, connects from three-point range.
And no fight left in the defense there after a teeth-rattling pick.
Here's Baldwin, dishes it to Curry. No good. The Nuggets trail by 18. Moutier pass to Harris. Curry brings the double. Back to Moutier. From 11 feet away. From deep. Another three for Denver.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Right side jumper. To the wing right side. Feeds it to LeBron. Pass to Baldwin. And Shumpert kicks to Howard. Here's Baldwin. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. Baldwin's got 36.
Continuing to push the action and build this lead.
And you see he's not worried about what's on the scoreboard. He just wants to go ham each possession.
Here's Lyles. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
And you can see the play calling this half. Another one from distance.
Well, that's because they made a concerted effort to get the shooters involved. Now they've built up the confidence.
Curry with another miss.
A defender nowhere near him, and he still can't hit it. He wants that one back.
Kicks to Kaminsky. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Baldwin's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts. And I love the momentum he's building. Last game, he was just as dominant.
And defensively, you know he's feeling good right now. And as the opposing team, you better adjust your scheme accordingly.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far. Jamal Murray, he's checked in for Denver. Nerlens Noel checks in for the Cavaliers. And that one misses. And you look at the level of talent in the NBA now, some great players. But we've heard others say the league is watered down. How do you view that statement?
Well, I don't think you can compare eras. I think it's great to argue and have fun with them and debate them, but, you know, very sincerely, unless someone can play against each other, it's just a wasted argument. It's different eras, there's different rules. Think about how many threes Larry Bird shot per game. 1.5, 2. What if he could let it fly 10 times a game? We'd be talking about a different player there. So I think times, eras, the physical play of the 80s, of the 90s, I just know that players will handle it differently. Hand checking, the way that we call flagrant 1 fouls. It's a different league. And so I just choose to celebrate the players that we have now. They're the evolution in my mind. They're kind of the culmination of all the players that have come before them. So I just enjoy the game the way it is now.
Here's Moutier. The Cavaliers making the shot. And stolen by Noel. Here's Baldwin. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a 3-point play opportunity.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
In the game, he shot 6 of 7 from the line.
He has come through in a big way at the foul line in this game.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Here's Moutier. He's got 6. The Nuggets with another miss. Curry kicks to Baldwin. Shumpert dishes to Noel. Inside, passes it to Baldwin. That's tipped. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Moutier with the ball. Looking to end the run. Lyles passes to Chandler. Moutier kicks to Chandler. Pass to Hernangomez. Another shot, and it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defense.
Such a wide open look. Curry's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You have to extend the defense there, unless you want him to punish you repeatedly from beyond the arc.
Moutier dishes to Chandler. The feed now to Murray. And it's Noel with the rebound.
And they just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Yeah, trying to recapture momentum. When the tide's running against you, very difficult to do. What will the young kids say today? Ride that wave.
Now here's Murray. He has 5. Here's Lyles. There's the pick, and the foul called on Nerlens Noel. That is his first foul of the game. Paul Millsap is checked in for Juan Hernangomez. Then for the Cavaliers, the chosen one, he's checked in for Baldwin. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Iman Shumpert. Here's Lyles. He's covered by Noel. Shot to end this cold run. Lyles no good. Cleveland's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. The dish to Rubio. Outside for Curry. He feeds it to Howard. Puts it up from 15. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. It's not going to go for him. And Denver the other way now.
His percentage from the field is not very strong this quarter.
Moutier kicks to Millsap. Now the pass to Lyles. Back to Millsap. Tipped away and stolen by Noel. The chosen one passes to Howard. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Offensive rebound. Pass to the chosen one. And Noel kicks to Curry. There's the triple. And Rubio gets it to go on the assist by Curry. Rubio's got 5.
There isn't any player in the league who's going to pass up that shot. There was nobody near him.
Passes to Lyles. Millsap a screen. Here's Lyles. He dishes it to Millsap. Just 5 to shoot. There's a good screen. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Chandler with the steal. 30 seconds left in the third. Murray the pass to Lyles. For 3, Millsap. Another miss by Millsap. Cleveland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Fires the 3. Noel dishes to Rubio. Misses the 3. Now here's Murray. Here's Moutier. And oh, he hits the buzzer beater.
And money to end the quarter there with the triple.
That's a great way to finish off the quarter. Knocking down a look like that is a big confidence builder heading into the locker room.
And so it's Cleveland, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. Their defense has been terrific in this game. We'll return shortly. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Denver shooting around 40% from the floor here. Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Murray out there with Moutier, and it's Zeller in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now Cleveland moving it up. Chandler with the steal. He kicks it to Murray. That 3 off the mark.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
The drive by James over Chandler. Chandler with the block. Murray with it. Over in the corner, Moutier. His 3-pointers off the mark. And Rubio kicks to Curry. Dishes it to James. The three. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wide open look here for Murray. And again, Denver no good.
Boy, he has been cold for a while now.
And it's sad because the team relies on him to be a threat offensively. When he's rolling, that makes them a much more dynamic offense.
Now, here's Rubio. Feeds to Noel. From downtown, 6 to shoot. From 11 feet away, again, James missing.
Hey, look, that's what they want. The ball is in his hands in the post. Just didn't have the touch that time.
And here's Moutier. Down low and stolen by Love. Rubio outside. Chandler with the steal. It doesn't go for him. Good D by James. Wallace with it, and Zeller picks him up defensively. And Chris, one thing I'm sure you appreciate about Kevin Love's game is his passing.
Oh, definitely. I love his West Unseld, the old to West Unseld outlet pass that he does. I mean, just touchdown strikes. Good vision in the high post as well.
Harris is checked in for Denver. Then for the Cavaliers, the chosen one, he's checked in for James. Troy Daniels comes in for Seth Curry. And Tony Parker subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here is Harris. Chandler is screen. Tipped away. Jacks up a three. Drills it from outside.
That matches his 3-point total from the first half. He had 1 in the first, and now he's got 1 in the second.
Kicks it to Daniels. Here's the chosen one. He's guarded by Chandler. Here's the chosen one. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Murray, the pass to Millsap, and they pick up 2.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
Cleveland leading by 21. Parker kicks to Noel. Here's Love. Score the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
When Love has it going on, he's fun to watch. He can score from just about anywhere on the court.
Now here is Harris. Back to Murray. Picked by Zeller. Murray kicks to Zeller. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Millsap, and there's another one for the Nuggets. 4th quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Pass to Daniels. They set the pick. Noel dishes to Parker. Cleveland moving the ball around. And Noel kicks to Love. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Well, it's nice to have an option like him every time down the court.
Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. Harris passes to Millsap. At the elbow, Zeller. The feed now to Murray. Zeller, a screen on Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Zeller dishes to Chandler. Goes up on the high post. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The pass to the chosen one. Parker kicks to Noel, and stolen by Zeller. Here's Chandler. Love grabs the board. Love's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. On the wing, Daniels. Pass to the chosen one. Now the dish to Parker. He feeds it to Daniels. Millsap against Love. And Love throws it down.
Not surprised at all. He's shooting it well and scoring points in bunches.
Nuggets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th, 4 of 9. Now Murray. High arcing shot. The Cavaliers pull it in. Love's got 11 rebounds in the game.
it's clear this just isn't his night. I mean, if they're going to keep him on the floor, I think his best role would be to be a decoy.
Now here is Harris following the miss by Tony Parker. The shot by Chandler wide open. Chandler with another miss.
Well, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
Parker with it. Picked up by Harris. Takes the three. And there's Daniel. That's good on the assist by Love.
Man, I love a versatile big. Someone who can see the floor well and make the right play more often than not.
Millsap kicks to Chandler. Here's Zeller. The shot, no good. Good D from Love. The chosen one passes to Love. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Now here's Murray. Defense is right there. Here's Millsap. That's his sixth field goal today. And that makes him now 6 for 11.
Nice little floater there over the top. Millsap doesn't have to get to the rim to be effective.
Timeout called, Cleveland.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
And with this game closing in on the final buzzer, let's take a look at our Jordan Player of the Game.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game. And it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. And the Nuggets making a change here. Moutier is checked in. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Baldwin, he's checked in for Nerlens Noel. LeBron comes in for the chosen one. Shumpert is checked in for Troy Daniels. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Tony Parker. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And all defense selection. One of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career.
And stolen by Zeller. Here's Moutier. Love grabs the board.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Came hard off that pick and finished strong.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
You're right. They are precise in how they ran that play. Exceptional timing. That's all good stuff.
Now here's Zeller. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And you look at today's players, they have so many more ways to connect with their fans. But, Chris, at times, do you think that creates added pressure for the players?
Every player has pressure. I don't know about added pressure, but I do think it's a different time with social media. You can hear everyone's opinion. So I think that you need to focus more if you're an athlete, but I don't think it adds more pressure. Because whether or not someone can type it or say it in your face or boo you at a game, you know, you're going to hear those words.
His explosiveness going to the rack, ridiculous.
Now here is Harris. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Millsap kicks to Moutier. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Rubio, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And 11 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
You know, he was a non-factor in that first half, but now he's making up for lost time.
It's stolen by Moutier. They're running. Here's Chandler. They get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, that's because the big fella Zeller sprinted down the floor with his incredible speed. He's smart at knowing what routes to run in the open floor.
Now here's James. It's a pick by Love. Off the pick. Oh!
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And here are the Nuggets now, following the score by Cleveland. Millsap a screen. Here's Moutier. And Zeller kicks to Moutier. Buries the long-range jumper. The Cavaliers leading by 23. Chris, you see some of the rookies coming into the league. They need to put on more weight. They need to build up a little bit. And how aggressive saying that were you looking to add strength when you came into the NBA?
Well, I was fortunate that I already had an NBA-type body, and so I really didn't need to try to bulk up for the NBA. You know, I really disagree that a lot of guys got to get stronger. Look at Kevin Durant. You know, we all know the famous story about how trainers laughed at him when he got to the league. The NBA is unique in that, do you have skill? Can you play? So, no, Curry doesn't need to put on 25 pounds of muscle. I think we've seen Durant doesn't need to put on 15 pounds of muscle. It's more about your game. It's more about your core and your balance. You'll pick up natural weight and natural strength as you go along. But how is your work ethic? Are you in the gym? Are you lifting? Are you working out? Are you getting stronger? That's great, but you don't have to necessarily try to become bigger and stronger. Just try to make sure you have game. That's most important.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Then for the Cavaliers, the chosen one, he's checked in for Baldwin. Troy Daniels comes in for James. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Frazier. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Denver.
And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. Cleveland leading by 23.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Cleveland.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
Here's Shumpert. Another miss by Shumpert. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Sampson, guarded by Shumpert. Chandler a screen. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Good. Great play set up by Frazier.
Hey, guys, you got to ask, where was this effort when it mattered? The game's over now.
Oh, yeah, this is a nice run here, but too little too late. And deep down, I think they know it.
Now here's Love. The shot, no good. Nice D from Chandler. So it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Hey, LeBron, congrats on the win. What do you think made the difference tonight?
Defense. We made our mark defensively. We understand that for the long term, we have to defend at a high level. We've been doing that.
It does start at that end, LeBron. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.